I think Whitehurst has really got an opportunity here because he can't do much worse than he did last time, and I think second starts are better than first starts. And he's got a whole week of practice with the entire support of the coaching staff and the players, as opposed to coming in cold and lame in the last game.
Yeah, they know more than they did last time when he started against the Giants as far as what they're going to plan for him this week. I think if he does have an advantage against the Rams play more of a base defense. The Giants are more multiple. But as Carroll said in his press conference today, it's the way the Rams execute their base defense that can make it hard on Whitehurst. Because like a lot of quarterbacks who are just getting into the league, and although Whitehurst is a veteran, that's kind of where he is, he tends to go through his reads a little too quickly, and you contrast that to the article on Sports Press this week about how Josh Freeman looked off half Seattle's defense. I mean, they're just things based on experience that you're not going to see from him. So it'd be very interesting to see how much Jeremy Bates does or does not tone down the playbook for optimal results for Whitehurst in this start.
And then there's also the sort of the fear factor that Whitehurst had in the last game, that making mistakes, because Carroll preaches ball control,
right,
ball safety, don't screw up. And to me, that has kind of a negative effect on how you're willing to take a chance with a deep ball versus checking down to a safe route.
And there are two ways to do that. Obviously, they were far too conservative in the Buccaneers game, and Carroll has reflected that in retrospect. On the other hand, Sam Bradford, the Rams quarterback, has the second lowest yards per attempt in the NFL, 6.1. The only guy lower is Jimmy Clausen of the Panthers. The Panthers are going to have to score 2 touchdowns to bust 200 points for the season this year. So that's how bad their offense is. But the Rams have managed to put Bradford's more conservative game plan into an integrated offense, and that's how they play. With the Seahawks, when they go under and dink and dunk, you get the sense like we're settling for something. Whereas with the Rams, it's a bit more integrated. So it's
intended,
right?
It's not it's a matter of dumbing it down as much as they've got a rookie quarterback, and they're not trying to kill him with a complicated play selection.
We have a good quarterback. We have a great running back. Most of our receivers are hurt. We're going to do this as our game plan. Whereas with Whitehurst, they know that the one thing he does have is a great deep arm. So I think if they're going to pull this off, and to me it would be an upset if they do, they have to find ways to exploit Whitehurst's ability to spread coverage downfield, because if they go dink and dunk and they don't open that up, the run game is going to be more of a problem than it's been all year. And this is one of 2 teams in the NFL not to have a 100-yard rusher this year. So they have to open it up to get anything going.
And Bradford, it seems to me, is having a very un-rookie-like year. I mean, this has got to be one of the best seasons for any rookie quarterback ever.
Up until this year, I thought that Matt Ryan of the Falcons, the quarterback they faced 2 weeks ago, now a third-year quarterback, was the best rookie season I've ever seen. I was very high on Bradford coming out of the draft because of his compact motion, his deep accuracy, and his poise in the pocket. He has exceeded my expectations in all those regards, because you know how hard it is to go from college to the NFL as a quarterback and make that jump. And he's really done it exceptionally well. He is very good at rolling out in the pocket. He's good with play action. He's good with motion. All the things that have kind of tripped the Seahawks up lately, Josh Freeman, the second-year quarterback they faced last week, really got them in some bad situations with moving around in the pocket and getting guys to come up and dictating what the defense would do. Bradford doesn't have those abilities just yet, but he's developing them enough to the point where the Seahawks are going to have to really pay attention to where they are with gap discipline and with coverage discipline, and where they are on the field. And they need to, stick to, it's the old Bill Belichick maxim, just do your job. Don't worry about anyone else. Be where you are and do what you need to do, because otherwise Bradford will find holes and he will exploit them.
All right, let's make a pick. I'm already on record. I'm going to say that Charlie Whitehurst is the miracle maker. 17-13 Seahawks.
So you think that Charlie is the Clint Longley of the Seattle Seahawks?
Yes. There are any number of backup quarterbacks who've come into a preposterous situation, and just the absurdity factor alone of having a do-or-die game in Game 17 with teams of 6-9 and 7-8 just adds to the whole silliness of this, and it makes it a pressure game, a do-or-die with a backup quarterback, a rookie guy. I just like the absurdity factor.
So 20 years down the road for sports press, we'll still be writing about this.
Yes, this will be the game, and you're going to be the contrarian. Right?
I am. I'm
Yes.
not quite as positive. The one thing that people are not talking about with the Rams is their defense. And again, they don't do a lot of blitzing. They don't do a lot of crazy stuff. But when they get there, Chris Long, one of the best as far as getting to the quarterback. He leads the league in quarterback hurries as well. James Laurinaitis is the best young middle linebacker in the league. They have decent enough cover safeties and cover corners. And I think, with Bradford, with Jackson, they've had real problems stopping the run now with Kentwan Bulmer back at that 5-tech that Red Bryant and Junior Ciavie were at before. I just think the Rams right now outmatch and outman the Seahawks to the tune of a 23-17 victory at Quest Field.